Places to go. Greece by Keeley. So some of the topic outlines we're going to do are cities, historical sites, and museums. Some of the top 5 cities I would love to go to is Athens. It's very historic and I like Greek mythology, so I think it would be really cool to go visit that. Ithaca, I love the book, The Odyssey, and it's located in that, and I would love to go see it just to have that experience. Chania is a coastal island, or a coastal city, and it has really pretty, like, bright colored buildings. Rhodes is another coastal city. It's more of an island, and islands are fun. It's Greece. And then Argos is very historic with the stuff, so I would love to go see that and all the historical places and buildings they've had there. Here's Athens. It's really pretty, and like the Acropolis is just looking, or not the Acropolis, the Acropolis of Athena is just staring down at like the entire city, and it's really cool. Ithaca, Rhodes, there's all those colorful buildings, and then like that church is really old and would be really cool to go visit all that. Some historical sites I would love to see is the Acropolis of Athena. Like I said, it's on top of the mountain and it's just really cool. The Parthenon, it's very similar to how it looks. It is in a different part of Greece, which I think is cool, and then the Palace of the Grand Master, you don't get to see a lot of like the old palaces built back then, so I would love to go look at it and see what they did and how they accomplished that. Same with the ancient stadiums and theaters. For them to house so many people in those, it's really interesting how they were able to do that. So here they are. As you can tell, they're pretty similar. This one is in Athens, not this one though. That's the palace, and there's one of the mini theaters. This one isn't even one of the largest ones they have. Then some of the museums I think would be fun to go to is the National Archaeological Museum. Same with the one in Olympia. They both have lots of things they've dug up and found throughout the years. And then the Acropolis Museum is just a well-known museum. I would like to be able to say I visited. Oops. There we go. So the buildings look really pretty and how they look like museums. Some of the famous paintings, either they were done by somebody from Greece or they are currently in Greece, is Venus de Milo. That one's pretty popular. The Winged Victory, the Mask, Ulysses and the Sirens, and then the statues. Here they are. Venus de Milo is pretty popular. You've probably seen this one around or heard of it. The Winged Victory, it's really cool that they were able to make something like that out of granite or marble, whatever they used to make it. This is the Mask. They found Ulysses and the Sirens. It's a good story. It's kind of like the story from the Odyssey with Odysseus. Amazing story. And then the statues, they were originally holding up a building, kind of like the Parthenon or the Acropolis, just a little different. And when they took the building down, or it fell, one of the two, they took the statues because they were in well enough condition besides like this one. But one of the statues is missing. People like to say their sister statue. There's 6 of them, but one of them is missing, and it's actually in the British Museum, which I would like to go see that one too. And that's why you should go to Greece. Thanks for listening.
Alright, this is Wyatt Ori, and we're ranking video games.
Absolutely. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
Okay. First pick I got, I don't even need to say it. Fortnite. Best game of all time.
I'd agree with
the
that.
best.
It's like a defining game in like the world.
Mm-hmm.
So for my number 1, I actually had Minecraft. So
I didn't even put that on my list. I forgot.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like, you know, it's a lot of people's first game that they've ever played or like they've watched, and you know you can't really forget about those like split screen games that you that you played with your siblings. So that's my number 1.
That is a great pick. My next pick has got to be Clash of Clans. Everyone has played it, pretty much, and you can play it for however long you want. You have little streaks where you want to play it and where you don't want to play it, so it's just like
What town hall
perfect.
level are you?
10?
10.
I haven't played that much.
All right, for my number 2, I have Pac-Man. And because it's like, you know, you go to, well, it's old, you know, it's like got everybody into arcade gaming, and if you like, you know, go to any arcade or go to any like bar or anything, they definitely have a Pac-Man machine. So
That is true. That is true. My next one, I'm going back to console games. I'm picking college football because it's well, it was an old game, but it got brought back and everyone loves it. They played it all year. It was just a great game.
it's fun, yeah. I played it. The Xbox 360. Okay. My number 3 is Wii Sports.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So, you know, everybody had a Wii at some point. It's one of the best. I think it's the number 3 best-selling console in the world.
That's up there.
Yeah, and you know, it came with Wii Sports. Everybody's played Wii Sports. It's a good time. It's still relevant
Yeah.
today.
I agree. People still play those. Next up, I got Subway Surfers.
Oh, that's a good one. You had a lot of
Because-
mobile games on there.
Yeah, well, me personally, I have a really high score. I have like 7 million on it, which took like an hour and a half to get. So, I mean, I'm pretty good at it, but like people have been playing that game ever since it came out like 10 years ago. So,
Oh, it's got to be more than 10 years ago.
yeah,
It's
it
gotta
was
be
a while ago,
a long
but
time ago.
people still love it.
For my number 4, I have Mario Kart. Because, you know, everybody's played Mario Kart at some point.
Yeah.
If you go to a party, you know, they definitely have Mario Kart on something. So,
Yeah, they do.
my number 4.
My last and final pick is Geometry Dash. Just because Geometry Dash is a great game when you're bored. You can play it for long. You might get mad a little bit because you die or something.
Yeah, but that's what makes it fun.
That is what makes it fun, man. And that's why I'm picking it. Because, I mean, when I think of video games, I think of like, I try and think of console games, but then I think of games on my phone. And then I think of Geometry Dash.
Yeah, you took that from my number 5, so I have to use a backup. My number 5, I have GTA 5.
Ah, yeah.
So I think it's it's up. It's a top 10 best-selling game of all time. Yeah,
Great
a lot of people have played it. Story mode is great. Infinite replayability with the story mode and with the online mode.
Yeah.
GTA 6. Hopefully, it's coming out this year like they promised, but probably not. So
I hope so.
yeah, it's been out since like 2013.
Looks great.
So, yeah.
It's been out since 2013. It's one of the most not realistic, but kind of realistic.
And like
gameplay games.
large scale games. Like
It's huge,
large,
yeah.
It's
massive.
Awesome. And then thank you guys for tuning in to
Thanks
this
for
episode.
listening.
We appreciate you guys. Catch you next time.
See you later.
Hi guys, welcome to our podcast. Today I'm here with Lauren and today she's going to be asking me a couple questions about Ramadan.
Okay, so my first question is, what is Ramadan in general?
So Ramadan is a month where we fast for from sunset to sunrise and we can't eat no drink no water, eat no food from sunset to sunrise. So that's probably one of the reasons. It's the 5 pillars of Islam.
Okay. Sounds kind of tough.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but you get used to it as
Yeah.
you do it, especially as a younger age.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So why is Ramadan important to you and your family?
It makes us like for our faith, and it can be like a good time for you to ask for forgiveness and get closer to God.
Mm-hmm.
Because this is one of the months that our book was revealed, the Quran.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just very good for just helping you mentally and just
Yeah, so it's just like a reflection period.
And then you can give back to people, and it can be a very good month to help and worship.
Yeah. Okay, who should fast during Ramadan?
Like adults can, children, you don't have to fast as a children, but
Mm-hmm.
if when you start puberty, you kind of low-key have to.
Mm-hmm.
And so you could start. I did it when I was younger because everybody has a different type of point of view on things.
Yeah.
So, but
And you said if you're pregnant, you don't have to, right?
no, you don't.
Or if you're sick.
If you're pregnant, you're sick. If you're traveling, you don't gotta fast.
Okay.
Because if you're on the road, you don't gotta fast. And then if a woman is on her cycle, those days she don't gotta fast,
Okay.
or she don't pray either.
Mm-hmm.
So
That's
but
really
you-
interesting.
Yeah, but you have to the woman has to make it up after Ramadan is done.
Okay.
Make up the fast she missed.
Mm-hmm. Shema, what are things to avoid during Ramadan?
Eating, drinking, anger, don't gossip, don't talk bad, not being good behavior, smoking in any kind of way, doing sex, and did y'all know what to
I think you're fine. Yeah.
but pretty much that. You don't just try to be your best. It's hard to improve all that, but it just help you be a better person, kind of.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah. Yeah. So what's for you, what's a positive out of Ramadan? Does anything happen during Ramadan that makes you feel good about yourself or anything like that?
We pray a lot.
Mm-hmm.
You feel closer,
Yeah.
and
You just feel better about yourself,
Yeah.
you're on track.
And then even fasting can be hard and difficult, but it feels good for your body. You understand that there's people that don't eat and don't have food. So we're also actually humbling ourselves too by not eating.
Yeah.
Understanding that people don't get to eat like us and not take advantage of what we have, the clothes that we have, the food that we have. So it just shows you a lot and opens your eyes to other people that are not in your shoes.
What happens after Ramadan?
After Ramadan, we usually get together, wake up in the morning, and go pray. And we do. You have a holiday, and mostly in the holiday is you kind of get back and all the my dad or my uncles. They usually give money to their sisters, everybody. They just usually give money, but that's not the point of Eid. The Eid is you go out with your family, you do whatever you want, you dress up really nicely, make sure you look clean, make sure you look good and stuff. That's it.
Well, thank you for answering my questions.
Thank you for listening. You guys have a good one. Bye.
Hi guys.
Hello.
Welcome back to our podcast.
Yeah, it's Lauren Klump.
And this is Caitlin Live. And Lauren, what are we going to be discussing today?
Concerts and just how fun they are and just the atmosphere and everything like that. So,
Yeah, so if you've ever been to a concert, you know that they're super fun. Everyone is always having a great time. Sometimes they can be a little sketchy.
depending on who's the artist. Yeah.
But overall, they are a really fun time. What's your whenever you go to concerts, do you normally get food or anything?
I normally go to concerts at fairs and stuff, so I get corn dogs and stuff like that. So yeah. What about you?
I normally do. One of my favorites was street corn. I'd never tried it before, and I was at Gulf Coast Jam in Florida when they had it, and I was watching Bailey Zimmerman.
That sounds good. I've seen him too. So, what's your favorite concert you've ever been to, Caitlin?
My favorite, I would probably say I've seen Morgan Wallen twice, and the first time I really liked him. The second time it was he was even more my favorite.
Yeah.
And it was a surprise because I actually just went and was going to watch him from outside of Busch Stadium. And then some guy gave us free tickets. And
I was there too.
You were? I got to go inside, and it was so much fun. And just overall, it was probably the best night of my life.
I think country concerts are one of the best.
Yeah.
I don't know why. I've never been to a non-country concert, so.
I have, I saw Megan Trainor, and it was fun.
Mm-hmm.
It was just, I feel like when it's a country concert, people are more like out there being like, it's sometimes not a good thing, but
Yeah.
overall, I really enjoy it. Actually, I'll ask you, what was your favorite concert you've ever been to?
Probably, I mean, I haven't been to a lot, but I've been to Miranda Lambert and then Morgan Wallen and then like the Swan Boys. I don't know if you know who that is, but probably Miranda Lambert was my favorite. It was my first ever concert, besides like fair concerts and stuff like that we have at the Sangamon County Fair. So like it was a real concert and I really liked it. So
How old were you when you saw her?
I think like 11 or 12. When was your first concert?
Mine was at Boondocks, and it was Carrie Underwood, and I was like 5 or 6.
Okay.
I fell asleep though halfway during it. I went with my grandpa.
Yeah, that's
It
fun.
was a lot of fun, even though I fell asleep. If you had to pick, what would be your dream concert? Like person, place?
Lumineers, and probably in like Arizona or something, because like you could also go like make a whole trip out of it. But I really want to see the Lumineers. What about you?
I almost want to say Megan Maroney, but like I'm already seeing her.
Yep, we're going to the state fair to see Megan Maroney.
I literally love her so much. I have loved her for like years.
Mm-hmm.
And now that I finally have an opportunity and I'm going to her concert, I am so excited. But I know we're just talking about like I've never been to really a non-country concert, but I think SZA.
Oh, that would be a good one. Yeah,
I really like
she's
SZA.
really good too. Yeah. And have you ever felt unsafe at a concert before?
Yeah, 100%. More so my mom feeling unsafe for me. Because I feel like I'm kind of like, think nothing bad's gonna happen. I don't know, it's
Naive.
Yeah, it's
Sometimes.
a bad thing. It was, and to be fair, it was when we were in Florida at a concert, so like my mom, I mean, we knew the area, but at the same time, we didn't. And there was just a bunch of people that were a little bit not in the mindset they should have been in.
Yeah.
And just getting shoved around. People are just kind of rude sometimes at concerts, like just shoving you around for no reason. And like,
Yeah, for sure.
I wanted to go get a drink of water, and she like wouldn't even let me go by myself, which I don't blame her.
Yeah, which those kind of people can ruin concerts too. Yeah.
I was actually seeing Hardy that day, Lauren's favorite.
No. I remember at the Sangamon County Fair, me, you, and a couple of other girls, we were like having to push through people to get like up to the front, which like I guess that's like how it goes, but it can get crazy sometimes.
Yeah, I think one of the most chillest concerts I've ever been to was it was Riley Green, and it was whenever it was supposed to be rescheduled, and it was in like,
Yeah, I was there too.
the fall time. Like, my parents were gonna like take me up to the front and stuff, and because my uncle like was able to get us like at the front, and I just was like, I mean, I like Riley Green, but I don't care to, and I just hung out with my friends. I stayed in the back, and I just had a good time. It was so relaxing.
Yeah, people weren't really crazy that one at all. It was good.
Anyways, thank you guys for watching our podcast, and like and subscribe. Comment down below if you have any more ideas for us.
Places to go, France, presented by Keeley. So topical outlines are going to be cities, historic sites, and museums. So some cities I want to go to are Paris, Reims, Dunkirk, Normandy, and Annecy. So here's Paris, obviously, and then this one, a lot of historic buildings. Dunkirk and Normandy is a lot of like World War II history stuff, which I like, and then the other one's just really pretty. So some historic sites I want to go to is the Palace of Versailles, the Notre Dame Cathedral, the Eiffel Tower, and the Catacombs. So here those are. They're just old, cool, historic, and I like that type of stuff. So some of the museums are the Louvre, the Musée d'Orsay, and the D-Day Omaha Museum. So we obviously know what the Louvre looks like. Here's that one, and here's that D-Day one. Louvre is most famous. That's where most of the paintings are, which I like. Some of the artworks is that are from in France are Liberty Leading the People, Mona Lisa, Psyche, Revived by Cupid's Kiss, The Wedding at Cana, and the Raft of Medusa. So here's those are. Unironically, the Mona Lisa, right across from it is the one of the wedding, and the Mona Lisa is about the size of a standard poster board, while the wedding one takes up the entire like wall and it's like huge, and they're right across the hall from each other. And that is why I think you should go to Paris and visit all the cool museums and go look at all the artwork.